Hello, my friends, and welcome. This is going to be a free training on the 4 simple steps to building an online sales empire that is profitable, and you can do this from the comfort of your home. I want to congratulate you for putting in your information and wanting to learn about this, because this is going to be probably one of the best trainings that you've learned about maybe this entire year. So again, congratulations. Now, a little bit about myself. My name is Jeremy Barnett, and that's a picture of my beautiful family. I have a beautiful wife, Julie, and my 3 kids, Danielle, Christian, and Cameron, and that was us hanging out at the, over in Nags Head, the Outer Banks. Yeah, that's it. The Outer Banks. We were just there just a few months ago with like 30 of my family members. Rented a big, $10 million house, and it was pretty cool. So we were really excited to, do a lot of trips with the family, and it's allowed me to do things like this with my family, because I'm able to, stay at home, work from home with a laptop, computer, and just a phone. And I want to show you exactly how you can follow these 4 simple key elements today and be able to really live the life of your dreams if that's what you're looking to do. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about my accomplishments quickly, so you kind of know who I am and why I'm credible to be, sharing this information with you today. I created one of the most visited marketing systems at an Alexa rank in the top 4,000. If you don't know what that means, it means, Alexa is a site that ranks websites as far as, visitors. And one of my marketing systems was in the top 4,000 most visited websites in the world, and this was back in 2012. So it was a really big accomplishment for me and some of my partners. Now, built sales teams of over 50,000 people in just 6 months, done this multiple times in multiple companies, have a lot of those companies still today that are paying a residual income. So, and because of the 4 key elements that I'm going to be teaching you about today, allows me to be able to do things like that very quickly. And I'm going to be teaching you all that today. Now, I train at many network marketing and training events on how to dominate on social media. There's one of my recent webinars that I did, and I'm going to be giving you this bonus at the end of the webinar, at the end of this training here. So make sure that you stick around to the very end, because I'm going to give you over 3 hours of video content that will show you how to sponsor and recruit over 3 to 5 people per week into any kind of business, whether you're doing affiliate marketing or network marketing, anything like that. This training is really great. We used to sell this for $297, and I'm going to give it to you for free today, just for going through this free training. So stick around to the end. You're going to definitely want to pick up that bonus. I've also been the top earner in affiliate in multiple opportunities, online direct sales, and so on and so forth. So I'm really excited to be diving into what we're going to be talking about today. So what we're going to be covering in this workshop is the real truth about traffic. Okay, a lot of people have a misconception about what traffic is. A lot of people don't know how to get the right traffic, and therefore they end up spending lots of money that they don't need to be spending. And a lot of times people get discouraged because they get the wrong traffic. They spend a bunch of money, and they really give up on their success before they can really have success, because they were just led down the wrong path. And a lot of people don't know stuff like this. So we're going to uncover the truth about traffic, so you can avoid a lot of those bumps and grinds, and you don't have to spend a bunch of money that you don't need to be spending, and you can target the right traffic. We're going to talk about the biggest mistake marketers make, and even some of the best ones ignore this. I got friends that have made a lot of money in this industry, and when I talk to them and I interview them, they're not really focusing on this big mistake. So I'm going to be sharing that with you today, and it's saved me lots of money over my marketing campaigns, and I'm going to show you guys how to bypass this big mistake, so you don't have to go through that and beat your head against the wall and spend a bunch of money that you don't need to be spending. Also, guys, we're going to talk about franchise systems versus do-it-yourself. I've created a lot of marketing systems myself. Personally, I've spent a lot of money and time in testing. And we're also going to talk about franchise systems that are already proven to work, and you can plug right into those systems and basically have them rocking and rolling if you have the correct traffic. Therefore, being one of the key elements to building a successful online business, you have to have a high converting sales message, no matter if it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales, anything like that. It's got to be a working and converting sales engine, okay? The most profitable niche online today for maximum results in ROI. Guys, if you're gonna get into an online business, especially working from home, you want to have a profitable niche so your dollars go a long way and you can maximize your return on your investment. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is dive in and let's get started. So the real truth about traffic, let's uncover this myth right now. There's no such thing as free traffic, okay? A lot of people say, well, yeah, you can do SEO, video marketing, but guys, that takes a lot of time. And to me, time is money. And I know that some of you that are watching this training, you may not have a huge budget to spend on traffic, and that's okay. But I wanted to share with you that time is money, and actually your dollar, even if you have just a little bit of marketing dollars to spend, it can go much, much further than you spending so much time on free traffic and maybe getting nowhere, because SEO and video marketing takes a lot of time and a lot of expertise in order to get eyeballs in front of that organic marketing. So even a small traffic budget can go much further than some of these free traffic methods that a lot of these people out there are teaching. Now, people actually think, marketers especially, that traffic is the key to success, and it's just not. There's one big thing that most marketers miss, and it ends up costing them money that they should never have to spend. I talked a little bit about that briefly, and so we're going to really uncover those things here today. Now, I want to talk real quickly about that second point again, that traffic is the key to success, guys. It's really not the key to success. It's a very, very important equation in the 4 elements to building an online business, but it's definitely not number one. And obviously, the one thing that most marketers miss and ends up costing them money they should never have to spend. We're going to talk about that right here, right now. Now, the biggest mistake marketers make, and even some of the best ones ignore this, okay? Most people approach traffic like an opportunity seeker, okay? You know how opportunity seekers are, where they just, they try a bunch of different things, see what works. And most people approach traffic the same way. They just get tons of different kinds of traffic methods, and they don't really have any laser targeted traffic for their particular niche or opportunity, what they're looking for. Therefore, they end up spending a lot of money. And what's happening is they have a poorly designed website, sales funnel that can't really convert visitors into customers very efficiently, or not at all. And they're chasing traffic with the belief that more traffic equals more money. And that's just not true, okay? And we're gonna come to a point here and you're gonna understand what I mean, but I want you to understand the psychology behind this first. This is kind of somewhat true, guys, but only if your marketing and sales mechanism can extract more value from that traffic than it costs. And what good does it do for you to be spending $1 if you're only making 50 cents, right? We need to put it the other way around. We need to be spending 50 cents on traffic and generating $1 on that traffic. And that's what I mean by the value that the traffic, extracting the value from the traffic more than it costs. So you want to be spending 50 cents and making $1 versus spending $1 and making 50 cents. And guys, I'll tell you right now, a lot of people don't think like this, but I want to be the first one to tell you, if you've never heard this, I would spend 50 cents all day long to make $1. A lot of people are afraid to spend a lot of money on traffic because they're not sure what the outcome is going to be. So one of the goals in this training today is going to be showing you and teaching you how to avoid those mistakes of spending a lot of money on traffic and not knowing if it's going to convert into sales, okay? And this is the biggest problem that marketers make. They approach traffic, they get tons of it, and they don't really know if their sales funnel's actually going to convert yet. So one of the things I like to teach people is to work backwards, and we're going to come to a really important point here. But traffic plus conversions equals sales, and that's what you want. You got to have the conversions, or the traffic means nothing. And what is our end result? Obviously, sales. So what you need to think about is working backwards. You need to make sure that that sales funnel, or that copy, or the sales page, or your webinar, whatever it is you're doing to present your particular business, it needs to be test it on a light traffic basis first and make sure it's converting. So let's talk about some things in depth here. Now, this is Samuel Langley. I'm not going to go in. You can read that along if you want to. I'm not going to read that. But basically, here's the guy that was, contracted by the U.S. Congress to, they gave him $50,000 to build the first airplane, okay, with a controllable engine. Okay, a lot of money went into develop, this project, and in about October 7th, 1903, the airplane was ready for test flight with the pilot. And basically, what happened is it catapulted into a nosedive immediately into the river without harm to the pilot of the machine. But let's talk about what he was doing. So the aircraft wouldn't fly in the first place, no matter how much power that he put behind the airplane. Okay, and I want to shift your mind to power is the traffic in online marketing. Okay, your power is your traffic. That's your engine. Okay, but let's look at this plane here for a second. See, he had focused so much time on the engine that he wasn't really thinking about the aircraft itself. The wingspan, it wasn't going to fly in the first place, so it didn't matter how much power he put behind it, it was never going to get off the ground. Okay, and see, this is what a lot of marketers do. They spend a bunch of money on traffic, the engine, the power, but the airplane doesn't fly. The sales page doesn't convert. Okay, so Langley should have been focusing more on the design of the aircraft with a small engine or no engine at all, just to make sure it was going to maintain flight and glide in the air, then add the power. Well, 9 days after Langley's spectacular failure, a sturdy, well-designed craft costing about $1,000 struggled into the air in Kitty Hawk, becoming the first aircraft to fly with a man at the controls. Okay, so there's a well-designed aircraft, but this was the first one to ever take flight, and they only spent about $1,000 on it. Okay, Langley blew all of his money on the engine, and it never got off the ground, and he died a very depressed man. So let's talk about the Wright brothers. If you guys might know this, but the Wright brothers are the first people to ever get an aircraft to fly. Okay, but what did they do differently? The Wright brothers focused entirely on aircraft design, not the engine. Okay, not the traffic. They wanted to see if it was going to fly, if it was going to convert, right? In the sales manner of speaking. Okay, so this is kind of a metaphor. In 4 years, though, they built 47 different prototypes, many of which would crash into pieces. Okay, once and only once they designed an aircraft that would glide. So they had the engine built, but their powered aircraft flew for 12 seconds above the sand dunes of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, making them the first men to ever pilot a heavier-than-air machine that took off on its own power, remained under control, and it sustained flight. So what did they do differently, guys? They focused on the aircraft. Will it fly? Then they could focus on the engine and adding the power. Okay, so back to our example. Most marketers don't focus on the end result. They are after, okay, which is sales and conversions. Now, whether you know this or not, the end result that you are after, all of you that are watching this right now, ultimately is sales and conversions. So we got to shift our thinking to making our sales page fly first, okay? Then we can add the power. They focus on driving tons of traffic to a funnel that will never even convert into sales or very little. And when I mean a funnel, I mean a capture page where you grab their information, where you can email them, and then they're either directed to a sales page, a video page like maybe you're watching now, or a webinar. And so they really just they spend minute time on their funnel, and they spend most of their time trying to figure out traffic. See, me, I've always spent my time on the actual sales funnel itself, making sure that works. Throw 100 visitors to that. Let's see what the conversions are. Then we ramp up the traffic. And it's a big problem today. So I want you guys to avoid that. But just like Langley in the aircraft example, he focused on a high-powered engine, just like the traffic and marketing, and the plane wasn't going to fly at all because of the poor design. So we need to have a well-designed sales funnel / aircraft in order to add the traffic or the power. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense, and it's really a great way to explain this, because so many people just avoid this and it costs them so much money. Now, I want to talk to you guys quickly about number 3 in the element, the 4 elements of building a successful online business from home. and that's, the franchising systems versus do it yourself. Okay. Now, the best marketers look for systems that have already proven that they can fly in our airplane example. Okay. Why try to figure something out, on your own if you can find things that have already proven to work, and all you got to do is put the power behind it. And this involves testimonials, research, verification. Okay, so it's going to take you a little bit of time to verify that these funnels that have been pre-created of these products are working, but then that's when you can apply the traffic, but it's also got to be the right traffic. Now, I call this franchise systems because they're already proven to work and they give you a huge upside. If you already know it's working and you got the testimonials, research, and the verification to prove it, then you can really focus in on the traffic and getting the right types of traffic. And we're going to talk about that. Okay. You can get all the traffic in the world, but if it's the wrong traffic, then it's not going to work. And most marketers will create a funnel and drive traffic and blow tons of money because it's not proven. Okay. And this is just simply the wrong way to approach it. See, what I do, guys, I look for systems that are proven to work, then I maximize the marketing and I scale it up. Okay. So, for example, I'm going to talk about, we're going to talk about the McDonald's franchise model versus your own hamburger. Okay, let me ask you a question. Would you rather create your own burger, even though all your friends love it, okay, and it probably tastes a heck of a lot better than, McDonald's, but would you rather, sell 1 million burgers of your own, okay, through word of mouth and trying to get that advertising going, or would you rather plug into a franchise model like McDonald's because, of the system? The reason why McDonald's is so successful and the reason why you can just plug right into a franchise is because it's been proven to work. Now, I don't even like McDonald's. I don't even really eat there, guys. But the concept is it's a guaranteed model that works. It's been proven to work. So anybody that purchases a McDonald's is going to win. Okay, because the system is proven. Okay, so that's why I try to stay away from creating sales funnels and marketing funnels online, because there's so much out there that's already, the dollars have already been spent by somebody else with bigger budgets than you, and all you have to do is plug into those engines. Okay, those traffic sales funnels, and it's going to win because it's already proven. So this applies to the plane example that I gave you earlier. Once you know your plane or funnel can fly, then you can add the power. Okay, see, power equals traffic when it comes to marketing. So the most profitable niche and highest ROI. This is going to be the fourth key element, and then we're going to kind of break some stuff down here. Okay, something in the digital space. The reason why this is the highest ROI is because there's no warehousing, there's no, I'm going to bring these points down here, but there's really there's no product overhead. There's nothing to store, warehouse, or ship. It's all being done virtually online, which is, we are totally in the digital age, and that is really where business is going. So you want to pick something in the digital space, something like, like a ebook or an online training course or coaching program. But see, the digital space offers major value. It has huge returns because it doesn't really cost anything. And, like I said, nothing to warehouse or ship. In some cases, you'll have very low overhead. So this is the kind of niche that you want to be in when you're building an online business, because you want to get the most return on your investment, which is clearly your traffic. Okay. So picking the right products for maximum ROI. How do you do that? Well, let me ask you guys, would you rather sell 100 units at $49 or 5 units at $1,000? Clearly, you would rather sell 5 units at $1,000, okay? A lot of marketers believe it's harder to sell 5 units at $1,000 than it is to sell 100 at $49, and it's absolutely not true, okay? If you know how to target the right audience, this is what I was talking about earlier, that are high-end buyers, okay, then you're going to win because it's the right traffic. So let's talk about low-ticket digital products versus high-ticket, okay? Low-ticket digital products, okay, ebooks, software, low-end training courses that promises you how to be a guru, etc., right? Now, high ticket digital products to focus on mindset and personal development. It's absolutely number one. People spend thousands of dollars on mindset training. We'll just look at what people will spend to go see Tony Robbins. Okay, he's awesome. People spend $5,000 to $10,000 to go see him for a weekend. Okay, maybe 4 to 6 hours. It's crazy. Okay, top end coaching courses, how to master certain areas of marketing. There's some very expensive digital products out there that you can become an affiliate of that already have perfected sales funnels, and all you have to do is plug in and find the right traffic. And ongoing mentorship from proven successful marketers. One of the things, guys, that one of my mentors and a friend of mine, Russell Brunson, taught me is, he really looks for these sales funnels like I'm talking about today that have already been proven to work. Okay, and then he finds out through research, okay, how to get the traffic. Okay, finds out where the successful people that are marketing these funnels, where are they getting their traffic, and then all he does is go get, basically kind of hacks the funnel, if you will. Takes the same concept, changes it around just a little bit. Okay, then he goes and finds out, basically like a competitor product. Let's say, for example, you're selling a high-end digital e-course or whatever. Okay, so you might go find another high-end digital e-course that's not, that not everybody knows about, and go to the same traffic source that this other product is doing well with, and you basically just get traffic from the same place, and you just stand in front of the traffic. Okay, instead of trying to figure out all these, traffic ideas, Facebook marketing, pay-per-click, YouTube marketing, all the things out there, which takes so much time. There's ways that you can find out about the traffic, and I'm going to talk to you about that here in a little bit, so you can get the right traffic for the right digital products, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, so let's do some math and test your IQ real quick. Now, low cost. Okay, commission equals $49. So, and in this example, let's do $5,000 in sales. So let's say, what does it take to make $5,000 in sales? Well, 49 units, okay, 49 ebooks, whatever, times 100 equals $4,900 minus marketing costs. All right. Now, high tier digital product, commission equals $1,000. Example, $5,000 in sales. You would only need to get $1,000 sales to equal $5,000 minus your marketing costs. Okay, so that's what you call a higher return on your investment. Okay, you're going to spend just as much money. Okay, pay attention to this point. You will spend just as much money, if not more. Okay, and getting $100 sales. Actually, you're going to spend a lot more to get 50 sales at $49 than you will 5 sales at $1,000. Why do I know this? Because I've tested it for years, and I'm telling you right now, do not believe the myth that it's harder to sell a higher end package. It's not, because there's more profits in it, so you're going to be able to move it a lot quicker because people will see the value. Okay, sometimes when you got low ticket items, people don't perceive the value as well. If you've got a higher cost product, okay, then it's going to attract the right audience, the ones that have the money to spend that kind of money on those products, and therefore you're going to make money a lot quicker and with way less marketing. Okay, the digital age is $1 trillion industry. It's actually a $9 trillion industry that we're living in. Okay, now what we have covered so far, the real truth about traffic, the biggest mistake marketers make, and even some of the best ones ignore this, franchise systems versus do-it-yourself, and the most profitable niche online today for maximum results in ROI, which is the obviously digital age, digital products. Okay, so the key is, how do you apply all 4 of these steps, right? Well, most people will not be able to apply it on their own. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, there's a 95% fail rate in online business because they simply either they're not dedicated enough, or it's just too hard to put all these things together. Okay, so that's why I made this training, guys. I wanted to show you the 4 key elements that you need, and then I'm going to show you how to really dial it in under one roof, and to basically have all of this in one place, and all you have to do is plug into it. All right, so if you're like most people, you need things simple. You need a blueprint, okay? And even some people can't follow a blueprint, okay? So, but it took me years to learn and apply this method that I'm teaching you today with these 4 key elements. And I hopefully, right now you've gotten a lot of value. You've learned how to avoid certain things. So hopefully you've definitely got some value right now. But sometimes I wanted to do this to my computer, literally shoot it, right? I don't know about you guys, but that's a lot of people. They get frustrated, and that's why they quit. They give up too soon. So even if you guys knew the 4 key elements of having a successful online business, even if some of this training is review for you, okay, most of you will not be able to put all the 4 steps together, okay, because it takes a lot of time, research. They spend too much money on traffic without testing properly. A lot of things can happen. See, a lot of times people are so close to success and then they walk away from it right when they're at the very point, they're approaching the top of the mountain, and then it's just going to be a downhill stride from there. Okay. So it happens to a lot of people, guys, but I'll tell you, I struggled for many years until I really learned these key points, key elements, and I started putting it together. But about a year ago, something happened that changed everything and brought these 4 key elements under one roof for me, okay? Let me ask you guys a question, okay? What if you had done for you traffic resources, okay, that were targeting what you're offering? You didn't have to guess, you didn't have to figure it out. It was just right there, prime pickings for you, okay? You could avoid the biggest mistake most marketers make by having a sales funnel that's been converting for over 3 years. Remember, we talked about the biggest mistake. They don't test out the plane. They don't test out the engine, right? They spend a bunch of money on non-converting sales systems, and therefore they end up walking away and they lose money, right? So what if you could have a sales funnel that's been converting for over 3 years? Tried and tested, okay? You could tap into a proven franchise system that's been tried and tested, and you don't have to figure something out on your own. It's already there for you. You also got instant access to the highest paying digital products that have already been created, so you don't have to make them yourself, and you get to earn the commissions. And we're talking about 70% commissions, guys. That's much better than trying to create something and failing and flopping and trying to make your own burger. Plug into a franchise, plug into a system in this example that works. And what if you could test drive it for only $7? That's right, $7, okay? Now, my friends, it took me years to put together this formula on my own, and yes, I've done extremely well. And I'm all about duplication and helping others learn the truth about building an online marketing empire, okay, from home. When I found this system that had all the 4 key elements that I've been teaching about for years, but it was done for you, it just made my job so much more simple. Okay, so now I want you to experience what thousands are experiencing and finally having a breakthrough with an online business. Click on the button below and get instant access to my system for only $7. The same system that I'm using that has all 4 key elements that you don't have to create on your own. It's right there. All you got to do is plug in step by step. Now listen, I'm a real person, but you have to have some skin in the game to show me you're serious. So what you want to do is click on the button and watch the short 3-minute video. When you buy for only $7, I will personally call you. That's right, I'm going to personally call you to show you a step-by-step game plan using this system to earn a 6-figure income over the next 12 months, okay? So basically you get me as a personal coach. Now, most people are never gonna offer you that. A lot of people that, market to you online, they're not gonna call you on the phone. You'll never get a hold of them. That's not me, guys. I want you to know that you're gonna get me as a personal coach. I'm literally going to call you, but you have to come through the trial, pay the $7, get a sneak peek access to the system, and I'm going to personally call you and we're gonna go through a game plan, okay? So go now, take action. Remember, the ones that take action are the ones that make it happen. Guys, I look forward to seeing you on the inside. This is Jeremy Barnett. Go now, get instant access, pay your $7, and I'm gonna call you, and then we're gonna go through the game plan on how you can finally win with an online marketing business. Take care, God bless.